You are listening to session/episode 55 of Primordial Harmony, a epic retelling of the classic Elemental Evils story. My name's Mike, I'm the DM, and tonight I'm joined by...
Hello, I'm Senna, and tonight I am playing Snow, the Elven Tempest Cleric, and then later on I'm playing Delia, the Gnome Wizard.
Hello, my name is Miles. I'm going to be playing Chadicus Winthrop, a human druid, and later on I'm playing an Aasimar named Tadai.
And I'm Nyx. I'll be playing Nadia Baich, is a Tabaxi monk. Then I will be playing my ranger elf, Alaria, with her pet panther, Valara.
Hi, I'm Zaffin. I play... I'll be starting tonight as Ignacio, the Flame Sorcerer. And then I'll go into the Fire Genasi, Zekru.
Our co-player and ally, Kitties, is unfortunately super duper sick and cannot join us tonight. But she has left instructions for certain cases with her character, Hum, who will be preceded by her character, Maeve. Let's do this. So, to start things off, we join Gordon's task force on near the cliffs of the coastal road in Port Doyum. And we find who took the first watch, or rather, did Cinna or not Cinna? Did Snow trance like the first shift or the second shift of the evening?
Probably second shift.
Okay. Well, you notice that we'll say that come on. So, as you're sort of switching, you notice that Maeve is in the middle of her trance, and you notice that she is in her winter form. But when the morning comes and everyone sort of gets together, she goes up to you, Snow, and she says, your goddess has granted me a boon.
My goddess is great.
She gives a small nod. And then she just looks out to the ocean. So what's everyone else doing?
We're finishing a rest. Chadicus horrible gasping.
Say all that again, because all I heard was Chadicus and horrible gap, and I don't want to think that's all you said.
Oh yeah, that's all I said. No, all right. So we're sleeping in, I guess. Chadicus is going to be in the corner making horrible gasping, breathing noise.
Cool.
It's because he's fat, he has trouble breathing while he's sleeping.
Sleep apnea.
Bitch.
You tell me about it.
Are you rolling your Your hit
No.
die? Or
Yeah, I didn't.
ah,
Because I wasn't here for last session.
that's right. That's right.
So that's why I don't know what's going on. You
Okay, so I was gonna say this the recap for the GTF for the next time it's a full session. You guys have just gotten back to these cliffs from Kaelholt's Keep. The job has been more or less finished, and Snow said that, or rather, it was sort of decided that you guys would reach out to Gordon with using the sending spell via Snow to sort of get an idea of what to do next, as there's a little bit of maybe we should go down to Mortraeth, or maybe we should go back up to Rolid and see what we can do to help the cultist situation or any other situation. So you guys are awake. I assume that Snow has prayed a bit.
Yes, I totally forgot we were going to do the sending thing. I'll wait a little bit when I know for sure that Gordon is awake. Before sending him a message.
Okay.
Well, how long would it take to get to him?
It's instantaneous. I mean, Bit doesn't know that, but just play down character.
I just want to tell him, Gordon, it's Snow. We've dealt with the threat off the coast.
16.
What should we do next?
What should we do next? Okay. Give me a second. Okay. He responds after about a minute. And he says, "Oh. I have heard some talk of strange happenings in Mortraeth and Rolid, missing folk and or strange individuals. We'll reach out if you're needed immediately."
I will convey that message to the rest of my group and say, well, that kind of seals the deal for Mortraeth.
Yes, perhaps. If there is something going wrong in Mortraeth, it would take longer to go there than to go back from Rolid. Is everyone interested in a southern excursion?
Bottoms at top kind of situation, yeah.
Perfectly fine with it myself.
Wonderful.
She looks, Maeve looks to Snow and nods and picks up her pack and kind of gestures southward. And so, the GTF begins making their trek down to Mortraeth. Meanwhile, when we last left the Excavators, Zachriel, Tadias, Hum, Delia, and Illyria entered the Howling Hatred stronghold. Upon entering, Tadias immediately recognized the dwarven stonework as the party warily made their way through a zigzagged corridor with arrow slits on either side. Near the end, they heard a person call out, "Passphrase?" And thinking quickly, Zachriel blurted out, "I serve the Howling Hatred," and they were given the go-ahead. They crossed the hall into the next room and found a half-elven man that seemed to be conducting a choir of Kenku. The party would come to find that this was Wind Harrow, the air cult leader's personal musician. Some questioning revealed his true name to be Harold. Harold, in exchange for his safety and potential freedom. I lost my notes. In exchange for his safety and potential freedom. Where'd my notes go? Told the party as much as he could about the goings-on in the temple. This was interrupted by cult initiates, those guarding the entrance, but were swiftly disposed of before they could run off and inform anyone of the party's presence. Harold would tell the Excavators that his mistress Arisi was from the Feywild, that Ashwick was there in the temple, and had this ability to bring himself and others through the fiery portal to the north and back again, and that there was a group like the air cult on the other side who worshipped fire instead of air. He told of how the Kenku were kidnapped as a means to point the way to some other bird people tribe. The choir were those he could save, while the others were locked away in cells, and one of which was barred by a strong wind current. A few air elementals from the mountains that Arisi brought in was among this information, and a few other things. With all that in mind, the party entreated him to stay in one of the side rooms with his Kenku troop flock, but not before one of the Kenku blurted out a strange introduction. "Hey, I'm Tair." A strange occurrence. The party moved on past the Hall of Obelisks with in-process initiates tied to them, starving and learning to subsist on air alone. Disgusted, the party moved on and into the cavernous room containing the step pyramid they saw from the outside, surrounded by a moat. Before they could all get onto the bridge crossing the moat, they were accosted by another wyvern rider. After a short battle, the rider and the wyvern go over the waterfall, leading outside. The party enters the step pyramid and deal with another group of cultists, assuring that none would get away alive. With them was an air elemental that Hum attempted to calm with Chan's chimes, but her companions ended up destroying it before she could make headway. With the cultists on the bottom floor disposed of, the party made their way to the stairs. After crossing the wind curtain soundproofing, they walked in on Arisi admonishing Ashwick. Perfect timing in her eyes, as she commanded Ashwick to kill the Excavators or die trying. At his disposal were several drugged cultists, a rock demon, and a corrupted air elemental. Arisi herself strode out from the room. She summoned a strange-looking horn from the wall and was about to blow it before Illyria casted silence. In her anger, Arisi used some sort of air power to slam into Illyria from afar, and also to stop one of her arrows in midair. Seemingly disgruntled, she left the room. Arisi left the room. The battle dragged on until finally it was Ashwick alone, Hum down near the very end. Ashwick's want to live gave out, and he attempted to escape one more time, but just like with the Fathomer many 10 days ago, Zachriel landed the final blow and Ashwick was no more, leaving behind his robes and a strange, ethereal orb of fire and air. This orb seemed to be equally drawn between Hum and Zachriel. Hum was revived, and her and Zachriel could feel how this power seemed to want to enter either of them, but needing consent. After a bit of back and forth, Hum eventually accepted Ashwick's boon, gaining some of his powers and the ability to enter the fiery portal that the party hadn't even seen yet. Now, in the top of the pyramid, the air cult down a powerful member. The party beat up from the fight. We rejoin the Excavators. So,
I'm gonna
go on.
walk over.
Go ahead.
I was gonna investigate them because I don't think I've ever seen one of these.
Hold on a second. There we go. Generic dungeon ambience. Okay, hold on. First, I need to adjust something. That's not there anymore. All right. What are you investigating?
Boy, I don't think I've seen one before. I want to figure out.
You're gonna have to repeat that. The demon?
I'm gonna try to figure out if there's more demons. Yeah, I don't know it's a demon.
Okay. Well, the thing, the chicken.
Yeah, the evil chicken.
All right. You walk up to this thing, and
Move its wings with my boot.
as you move its wings with your boot, you kind of notice that it's starting to fade. Like, it's starting to turn transparent.
That's very strange. Is everyone alright? Anything broken? Lost?
I feel fine. It was a good fight.
I could rest a little bit.
We have to go deal with her. It might be a good idea.
What about Ham?
She raises her hand with a little bit of smoke sort of trailing from her nostrils, and she says, I could rest. And yes, Senna, you did miss so much. This is like a session and a half that you weren't here for.
We're finding napping spots. I would fence. Go sit down.
Well, I mean, this is her stronghold, and she just left the room. We can't just assume she hasn't left the entire building.
And get a breather. And she might come back. She might think they got it.
She must be scared.
She seemed surprisingly confident in me.
I think your charms worked.
I'm gonna burn some hit dice for Hum.
Right, yes, charm. I had, what, 5 syllables of something before they tried to murder us?
Well, you just need a little work.
You'll have to teach me later.
2 more hit dice.
Are we taking a short rest?
I assumed you are. Are you, or?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Let's start burning.
Alright, Hum is back to 45 HP. It's oddly quiet as you guys relax, and over this hour to dice, you notice that the weird chicken fades more and more until finally, about a half hour in, it's gone completely.
Can I make some sort of arcana check?
Absolutely.
Am I figuring that out?
Okay. You know that it's this creature definitely isn't native to this plane. And it's probably returning to its home plane.
The way they bring out a...
Start over?
Oh, he just kind of thinks to himself, if they can bring out elementals, they might be able to bring out these as well.
Gotcha.
Well, I feel much better after that rest.
That was good, and apparently we were not accosted.
Well, got a head start on us now. Probably chasing.
I'm kind of happily thumbs the chimes in her hands. And she says, Zachriel, before we go, and all of you, she looks at the party, and she says, I have a strong feeling that the elementals we've been facing aren't acting on their own accord. Of course, this one.
Well, I assume it has something to do with the shadowy tendrils in them.
She nods. She says, if you don't mind, if we encounter one again, let me work the chimes on it. Don't destroy it.
I mean, I'm all for that more than anyone else, I would. If it's us or them, sometimes you have to draw a line.
Well, give me more than a few seconds. And she smiles.
Just let us know if it's not going your way, right?
She nods. She slips the chimes back into her shirt, then skips over this way. Shall we?
Before we deal with Winged Lady, I think I can get a few of those resin.
What'd you ask her for?
The unstable resin. Let's hope to get a
Oh, yeah.
case.
Is it in the party fund and inventory, or?
I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah, she hands you whatever you want.
Sweet.
Maybe it's not in there. The regular elemental rosin, the kind that you have to like spend a few minutes putting on your blade that lasts an hour.
I didn't see any regular ones.
Wheel in the party fund and inventory. There is the regular rosin, which takes 5 minutes to apply, and then you have it for 4 hours. And then I don't think anyone has put the unstable rosin into the party fund inventory sheet.
This is what I...
But let me check Hum's inventory.
The party fund. Oh wait, that's the other team. That's...
Ah, yeah, that is the other team.
So, where's... Oh, I see it. Cool. Then I will ask for one of the cold ones.
Somebody has it, you get it.
Sweet. And I'll start slapping.
Alright.
I'm just gonna do res.
Sounds good to me. Does anybody else want to use any consumables before you head out?
I'm good.
Alright. So what do you guys do?
Well, I guess we don't have what we need.
I'm gonna begin moving forward.
You're gonna start what?
I want to start moving forward, following the path she walked, and see if I can find
Okay.
anything in direction.
Well, I mean,
She
you
left
find
this-
another stairway.
Oh yeah, she went back down.
This corner is mostly empty. I mean, it's empty. It's an empty corner.
Back downstairs it is.
Alright, let me gather you guys up, and then I'm gonna have to do a little moving action. Oh. I shouldn't be moving it as the camera. I should be moving it as... loading screen. Alright, yeah. Shift ping. Alright. So coming back down here. So yeah, you get to the bottom of the steps. It's still pretty dark in here, and you actually notice something. You notice this door here swung open. And you distinctly remember that it wasn't open before.
Are the bodies people?
From where you are, you can't see them. You find... Actually, this would make sense. You see what seems like sort of trails of, debris and matter leading in that direction.
Blackies took that. Yes.
You have to start over.
I point to the blood trails and I say, I believe the Blackies took the bodies that way. We're probably better off heading that way to find her. Do you?
Can I hear any commotion from the other side of this door?
Nope.
All right,
You do
I
hear
guess
what
I'll-
sounds like, you hear what sounds like, I'm not sure how to label this sound. It sounds like somebody is scrubbing or maybe sanding, but it's very faint.
Okay, I will step out.
You step out and you hear the water kind of slowly trickle beneath you, and you look across and you can see a well-lit plaza over here.
North or east?
I begin.
Is this water deep over here?
If I remember correctly, this is the
It's-
fast-moving currents.
It's not fast moving, but it is moving, and it does appear to be pretty deep. Tadias, as you start heading that way, the sort of rubbing sound starts to get more silent, and then eventually it is silent completely.
I'm just gonna check around, like, wall. Oh, still around. We're good. That way.
What do you
Sorry.
see?
Nervous habit. No, it loops around.
Kind of, it matches your perception from looking at it from the outside. Do you start crossing the bridge? As Tadias does that, the sound grows a little bit louder because he seems to be getting closer.
Does anyone else hear that scrubbing noise?
And then as you get closer, you start to hear and then
It's a new one.
Is there a boot black in front of us?
is there a what?
Is there a boot black in front of us?
No, there's not. But that's not a very that's a pretty apt
We're at the airport now.
perception.
Can I start making out what all this debris?
It looks like just rocks that are on the ground. then they like sort of come off of the walls. And Tadias, as you round the corner, you see a figure bent over, hands and knees. They've got this rag. And they are laboriously scrubbing at the mosaic tile here. And getting closer, you realize that the entire place is just covered with a layer of dust.
That's large.
You have to start over.
That is a large person there.
They look up.
I see.
And they, at first, like, you see like a little bit of fear in their eyes, but then they smile and they say, "Hey, I'm Atelier. You don't look like you're from here."
No. Neither do you.
He says, "Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not from here at all. I'm from my palace in the plane of air."
What, may I ask, are you doing?
He says, "Well, I'm just about done cleaning this section. We're just dusting this spot here, and then I'm going to go over there and clean over here," as he's gesturing to like this area. He says, "And then my task will finally be over."
You own a palace and you're cleaning floors.
He sighs and... I need to bring home over there. He sighs and he puts the rag down. And he says, "Well, back when this place was more alive and the builders were still here, the dwarves, the king of them, he had this magical horn that could summon me and have me do a task." And he says, "My task was to clean and set everything in order." He says, "But then that whole calamity happened and the whole place got turned upside down over and over again, and so far my task has been incomplete. And then that Arisi woman came and she took the horn for herself and has kept me at this task ever since."
So you said your task right now is almost done.
He says, "Well, see, the problem with that is before, this place was sort of turning topsy-turvy and it got separated from the rest of its parts." He says, "Where we are now is only a quarter of a whole dwarven city." He says, "But, unfortunately, my task has another problem." And then you actually notice as from here on the floor, there starts to be this sort of dust devil that starts to form. And it sort of blows up a bit. And you hear this sudden moaning. And you hear... in common, Atelier looks up and says, "Oh no, not again!" And then the dust sort of forms into sort of this vague humanoid shape, and you hear, "Oh, what's the use? The kingdom is no more." Does anybody here speak Dwarven?
I do.
Tadias, you hear, "You fool!" And he starts, the dust ghost thing starts to just move around and kick up more and more dust and just completely ruins what Atayer is doing. And Atayer is wagging at him with the rag. And he says, "Shoo! Shoo! Back where you came from!" And the creature continues to moan and move about. And it goes down to this hallway. And then it comes back. And then it comes back to the spot that it first appeared in, and it looks like it goes down into the floor, and what's sort of left is this sort of circle of dust. It seems restless. And then looking at it, it looks like sort of hidden behind the dust is ground, but it's not the same ground that the mosaic tile is. It's like this, looks like this sort of thick, well, not thick, this opaque stone of a gray color. And then it sort of just settles and keeps simmering in its way. And then Atair... Oh, is anybody going to do anything?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the dude, does that happen? Probably happens often.
He throws his rag on the ground. And he says, "It takes me 20 days to clean that spot. The dead dwarven bastard continues to dirty up all my tidying."
Why does he come?
He says, "Oh, I don't know. I think he's related to the old dwarven kingdom and he's mad about it or something."
Seems like he wants
What
you to
was he
serve forever.
saying before?
Well, you heard everything up until you fool.
He was woeful.
Say again?
He was woeful about something. Not sure what though. I'm gonna kind of look over and see if I can understand a little bit more by inspecting the dust. See if it has an interesting property.
Go ahead and roll investigation or arcana.
Okay.
So, well, arcana would have been more appropriate. So,
It's the same one for me.
yeah, so it's the same one. So, inspecting this, going over it, you sort of can tell, based on its composition and what happened, that this is some sort of portal. That definitely doesn't lead to just underneath this floor here.
The tiling is a portal?
No. That the weird simmering dust is some kind of portal. And it leads to another location entirely that's not just the ground below.
Can I put my finger in?
You try, and your finger just kind of bends a little bit at the gray stone.
Hmm.
I want to drop one of these rocks on it.
Okay. You drop a rock on it, and it just lands.
No. Atea, was that how you say your name?
Atair, that's me.
Atea.
You
You
walk over.
say the woman has your horn that summons you to do tasks, right?
Yes.
If someone else was to acquire that, could they relieve you of yourself?
He says, well, she won't give it up without a fight, but yeah, if you can somehow steal that horn or destroy it.
We are very persuasive. Yes. But I unfortunately do not know how to help you with your task of cleaning this floor right now.
He sighs, he says, kind of looks at the lot of you, and he says, well, don't worry about it, but all of you kind of look like you've seen hell.
A little bit. Now, where exactly in this fourth of the Dwarven city does she generally go? I kind of point to the building behind us. We found her in there, but she ran away from us.
Well, if she's not there, she's likely not here at all. He's turning Russian. Bleh.
So
It's
she
infectious.
left the building entirely.
He shrugs, he says, I actually saw her walking past here. She gave me a nasty sneer. And then she where's my arrow? And then she continued that way. He points over there.
I have a question. If she were to blow this horn and command you to attack us, would you be obligated to?
He solemnly nods. I'm afraid so. Don't think I definitely wouldn't like to. I kind of like the lot of you. You seem like you could take her on.
What do you know about the Howling Hatred?
He says, well, from what I've heard, they plan to take over some of this continent or some such other. Arisi sees herself as a queen.
You have been helpful. Is there any other questions, or shall we proceed?
Well, I guess the only thing we have to do is proceed. Perhaps we could free this gentleman from his cleaning.
I aim to.
Oh, I fucked up a little bit. He tacks on more about the creature.
When I said the hatred.
Yeah. Well, no. This is before that. I should have made sure I scanned my notes. What he actually says is, I tried to talk him down, the damned dwarven creature, but he wouldn't have any of it. It seems he needs a magic to calm him that I do not possess. Bah! I did manage to get his name, though. I believe it was Furik. Alright, that's corrected.
Well, Hum has the chimes. And that calm down an elemental.
It is dead.
If he shows up again and we see him, maybe it'll work. Altair gets back down on his hands and knees and starts scrumming again. Can't take too long a break. I literally can't. He starts scrubbing away at the dust, getting it off of the floor and onto the rag.
It's so cruel.
What's next, excavators?
I think we're gonna go down the hall,
Here we go.
help our
Or-
newfound friend here.
Is this a door?
That is a door. Hang on a sec. I'm going to... Sorry, I need a BRB. 1 second.
Break time.
Alright, so... Everybody still here?
Yep.
Alright, T...
I am. I think Tadias may have went to AFK, though.
I'm here.
Oh, never mind.
So... Yeah. The door here is the same sort of turn on a pivot. Like, it's not... There's no hinges on the wall. There's, like, a pole in the ground that it's attached to, and it turns in the center.
Dwarves are great craftsmen, but shitty with doors. Force the door forward.
Alright, door. Door opens. And inside you see crude furnishings. But there doesn't seem to be anybody that moves in your direction.
clear.
Nothing in that room at all?
It's a bed and the dresser. You want to take a nap, I guess the more appropriate place to do so.
Well, I think we're past that point.
So is- Look, more hallway. Do I hear anything as I'm moving?
You don't.
Where is everyone?
Door.
Door.
All
Door.
right. Door. Alright. Stand by. Alright. You open the door. And you find another similarly empty room.
Appears we found a barracks of sorts.
Very empty. Suppose that's good to hear.
I check this dresser real quick, see
You
if there's
may.
anything in there.
Roll investigation.
Investigation.
Alright. You find some carnage.
Right.
You find 10 silver pieces.
Alright. Cleaning up. I say, Tobias, did you check the other dresser?
No.
There's
No
10
interest in
silver
their
in this
underwear.
one.
Great.
You know how many drinks that could buy?
I guess you'll have to buy them for me.
No one can afford that tub.
There are indeed a few doors here.
Bob 'em.
Bob 'em.
A feeling I know what I'm gonna see.
We'll find out. Zachriel walks past you and looks down there, and you do see a thing. Let me describe that. You see what looks like a wall of water, just sort of in the hallway. It takes up the entirety of the. It takes up the entire space there.
Hey, Tobias, Delia?
But before they can respond, Tadias opens the door. Let's see if we can make this dramatic. Let me roll a thingy. Not dramatic. You open the door, and you don't hear anybody go, "Oh, what was it?" But just an empty apartment.
Investigate this dress.
Roll investigation.
Zach.
All right. You find another seeker dart.
Two of them. Probably
Seems like
go-
you go through some robes and clothes, and you find a seeker dart as well as 3 copper.
Copper.
So yeah, this it looks like a dark wall of water. It sort of reflects back your flame, Zachriel. It's almost It's a wavery sort of mirror.
I want to take a look at it.
Take a look at it. What are you trying to discern, if anything?
Is it magical?
Oh, absolutely.
Do I know what kind of magic it is? Or if it can be dispelled?
Roll an Arcana check. Okay. Well, Delia can really feel this. I mean, it's extraordinarily powerful magic, but it doesn't seem like it's the kind of magic that somebody has set up. It looks like it's somehow emerged on its own. And you don't think that you'd be able to dispel it with what you have.
Can I touch it?
Well, what do you make of this wall?
Let me stop you.
I'm gonna touch it.
You touch the wall. It feels like water. Cold water.
Can I put my hand in it?
You put your hand in it. Still feels like cold water.
You're saying we have to swim.
Alright, I'm gonna put my arm in it. Does it keep going?
It keeps going, but you start to feel extraordinary pressure on your fingertips.
Delia, what is this wall?
Well, I think it is innate to the building. Like, is it like... What kind of pressure is it? Is it like...
Like, you know, if you go really deep in water?
Yeah.
That kind of pressure. But it seems like it's, like, picked up way before it ought to have. Like, there's tons and tons of water above you, suddenly, all around your hand.
I'm not sure we'll be able to get through this. And I don't think I can dispel it. It's very powerful. I'll pull my hand out and, like, shake it. And it's very cold.
Well, you double deep it. Pick up.
Not a fan of water and heavy armor. Is there anywhere else in here that we haven't checked?
There's the bridge across the side.
Are you checking this door?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. You open this door to find more empty. Boring, unclimactic, empty. There's a dresser.
I guess
So-
that's begin the looting.
It's so soothing.
You
There's
find
no danger.
You find amongst cloaks and robes and a few cultist bobs, you find 15 copper.
Back to the north.
And there's a pathway here. It's like this room is a half room. Oh, never mind. There's the bed. It's a full room.
Alright.
I'm gonna check underneath the bed.
You check underneath the bed. You find a pair of shoes.
Hell yeah.
You find a pair of flats.
Are they embroidered with little cultist error marks?
Embroidered's one way to put it. It's more like marked in with a really crude dye.
Are
I
they
light
smelly?
them on fire.
They are not. I mean, do you smell them?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Delia, I found these slippers.
No, I'm okay, thanks.
You find a hallway.
I have a feeling. Do it!
Do it!
Open.
All right. So as you approach, you can swear that you might have heard something. You still open the door?
Oh, more excited.
Come again?
I'm more excited to open the door now. I heard something.
All right. Stand
Nah,
by.
teams.
All right. You open the door, and you see laying in bed is this dude with one of those familiar hats, and look over to you as you open the door, and what? And they fall over on the other side of the bed, prone.
Housekeeping.
Are you gonna attack?
I'm trying to, strain him as fast as possible. So that'll probably.
Okay, it's gonna be an initiative roll.
Let's do it.
Do it up. Not that one.
What a weird housekeeping call.
Depending on initiative roll, either gonna actually do music or not because it's one dude.
Yeah.
Okay, you're probably gonna You're probably gonna. Well, I mean maybe. Let me roll for hum in case that matters later. Okay. Okay, so Illyria, it's your turn. Are you just waiting for Tadias to do what he's gonna do?
Yep.
Alright. He's out of line of sight for you anyway. Alright, Tadias, go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Try to smack him.
You know what?
I'm gonna try to smack him unconscious.
Smack him unconscious? You're not gonna grapple or anything?
Well, I get to grapple as a bonus action.
Oh. Alright, well, do it up.
I've got stuff. Anyway, unarmed. Yeah.
That hits.
Punk right across the face.
Okay.
Bonus action, because I'm a tavern brawler, I grab the scruff of his neck and I try to grapple.
Alright. He's gonna try to wiggle out.
Tries.
Ooh.
Got it.
You got it. Alright, let me get some music.
I'm just gonna headbutt him while I'm still in here because I got my second attack.
Alrighty. That. Oh no, actually, that hits. Oh no, wait, no, that doesn't. Sorry, that doesn't hit.
Alright, it's all good.
I was thinking of something else. Okay, let me grab music real quick.
I'm not gonna waste it on him. But I will use the rest of my movement to cut him off.
Sure. If you had, if you'd grappled him, then we would have done roleplay, but he's gonna take his opportunity to try to escape. We'll find out if he does. Alright, so, in response to that, I guess we'll enter the room and, she will, yeah, alright, she'll viciously mock him, just to throw it on. What do you think Hum would say? Let's crowdsource.
Your hat's stupid.
What'd you say?
Your hat's stupid.
That's stupid. But I like this hat. You're mean. And
Whoever gave you that hat is an idiot.
And he's gonna, like, he's not that smart. He's just going to try to blow Tadias away. So, he is going to cast, he's gonna cast Gust of Wind. And, I need you to make a strength save, Tadias. Oh. You stand firm. And he kind of looks up and he's like, oh no! Zachariel. Everything is going crazy. Right. I just want my template. Template. There we go. Hold on.
Is that for knocking him down? Here's that.
Any creature got the creature starts its turn. Okay, starts its turn. All right. Was that to knock him down? Justin, is that him?
Oh my god, I've been muted. Yes.
Okay. Dex. Bear. He resists somehow.
I rolled a 3. Alright, I'll attack.
Miss. The gust.
Attack.
You have to adjust for the gust.
Jesus.
You have Sunni's spade in like just the wrong angle, so it catches the wind and it just fucks up your strikes. Delia.
Well, guys, do we want this guy dead?
If I wanted him dead, I would have thrown knives at him.
I'm just gonna move over here and like. Can I get on the bed and like try and body block him?
Yeah, you can get on the bed.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
Just basketball guarding him, just like, ah.
Yep.
You're somehow taller because you're a gnome on my bed. Illyria, it's your turn.
It's my worst nightmare.
It's my worst nightmare.
Sorry, okay, what is the blue?
The blue is gust of wind. So it's like just a of wind in that area.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike on him.
Okay.
And then hit him like in the leg or something so we don't kill him. Because
Okay.
I think we wanted him alive, didn't we?
Not a problem. So, the whole thing with Ensnaring Strike is you gotta hit first, or you gotta cast it and then hit. And then... So, let's see. Anything with legs. Leg. Okay,
Can it be
so...
like a call shot?
I already established what mechanics we're using. I have it. Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack. Oh, alright. Don't need to worry about the AC.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll your... Go ahead and roll your crit. This is actually going to be pretty intense. Yeah.
Both of his legs are gone.
I don't know how... Well, I mean, good thing we have called shots, because he would have killed him. So go ahead and... He needs to make that strength save. What's your spell save DC?
13.
Oh, even with Altosi's help, it's not going to do enough. So the Ensnaring Strike doesn't work. But Jesus.
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Just like food for thought.
Yeah?
If like a called shot to not kill him or whatever deals more than the person's health, maybe make him do a con save for half the damage or something.
Yeah, I'll consider it. Although I just realized that doesn't actually kill him outright. But he's pretty bad, though. He screams...
Okay.
Ah! Ah! Anything else, Illyria?
Does he make a con save on the wind?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, fuck. Is he even gonna pass? What's half of 32? Or half of 33? Half of 33, 32, 17? He could pass. Nope. He rolls just enough to not pass. So yeah, the wind goes away. Anything else, Illyria?
I was gonna stand by the doorway here.
Okay. Tedias.
I'm gonna like childhood wrestling, try to jump off the bed and RKO him on the ground.
Fuck yeah.
So let's just do an unarmed attack.
That hits.
Out of nowhere! Bam!
Just kind of like stumbles a little bit, and blood gushes from his leg, but he's not down yet.
Alright, then I'm gonna grapple with my bonus action.
Alright. I think he doesn't have good dex because of that. I didn't actually look at the mechanic. I'll look at it later, but I'm gonna say it's disadvantage because it's not that important. Y'all. Oh wow.
Jesus, this guy.
Oh my god.
He's just kind of like, ah!
Okay, I'm gonna grab him by his... Actually, I'm just gonna grapple again with my second action.
Okay.
He can't roll that good all the time. Come on.
Come on.
Grab him. Ah!
You got him.
Get him by his little sleeveys. I pull his running hide back into like the bed area.
Okay.
Come here, you!
I think Hum will just kind of chuckle at this guy. She won't cast Vicious Mockery though, because she might actually kill him. In his sleeveys. He's gonna try to break from the grapple.
No, he won't.
No, he's gonna have normal on this because he's just kind of trying to rip his hands away.
This guy.
He just.
He better have a name after all of this guy.
Well, we'll come up with. So he's just gonna try to make a break for it, and I mean, go ahead and roll your opportunity attacks if you want them.
Can I try and jump on
Donk
him?
on the head.
You jump on him. All right, Tadias. That definitely knocks him out. So he turns and how does that happen?
He just kind of gets away. I'm holding onto his sleeve like that little annoying brother that's trying to prevent you from running, and it's like elongating on the ground. He slips, so I kick his foot out, and he falls down and knocks his head on the ground.
Perfect.
Hello. They're treating them better. I run up on him.
All right. So you have a knocked out cultist.
All right. He seemed pretty panicked. He might give us something.
He was a slippery one.
Was. I'll go
His-
grab one.
His hat still sucks though, says Hum.
I'll grab one of these chairs over here, put it down, and make sure he's tied. Kind of pat him on the head lovingly and let Zach do it while I go investigate this.
While you investigate this drawer.
Yeah, the drawers.
Drawers. All right.
Because at worst, we can get a shadow out of this guy.
Yes. Ooh. I have to reward you for that.
I don't think it changes what's in their drawer. It's not like all of a sudden they're keeping magic items in their sock.
Well, I mean, I say I have to reward you, but I do have, like, what I got. Yeah, that works. Okay. You find another secret art. And, that much gold.
Nice.
So what are you gonna do with this guy?
Should we tie him up first?
Oh, I already did. He's tied to a chair in front of me.
Okay.
Should tie the chair to something. He's slippery.
Who knows? He might undo it and like crawl away on the chair nubs.
How do you have his arms tied?
I have his arms tied behind him, and then I have those tied.
And then those tied to the chair, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I bought all the.
All the rope.
Alright.
Well, I also had a grappling, so it makes sense.
The guy ruffles through the dresser, and this guy has got his head lolled to the side, and he is breathing faintly. Also, his leg is still bleeding. With your arrow embedded practically in probably his bone. Yeah. Like, you try to take it out, and it's just rock solid in there.
No, the best way to take that out is to push it all the way through.
No, let's leave it until we can question him.
Not a bad
Good
idea,
luck.
says Hum.
All right, well, shall we begin the questioning?
How do you plan to resuscitate him?
Slapping him a whole bunch. I mean, I
Alright.
have no way to resuscitate him, so...
Alright. Well, after a couple of slaps
Splash some water in his face or something.
and about 5 minutes, comes to. And he's like moving around, and he like is his head like secured down, or is it free?
It's free.
He looks down. He looks down at the arrow. It's just like, oh, my leg, my leg. That was more funny for me than anybody.
That's what you get for trying to run.
Start up those fryers, boys. Oh.
He just kind of like gasps and looks at you. Kill me! Just kill me!
Well, we could get to that. So, what's your name?
Why did you run?
My name is Beck, and I ran because I knew you were gonna kill me.
And what do you do here, Beck?
He says, I ran the cogs in the evenings.
Don't run anymore. While I'm loading the dresser.
His face kind of goes pale. Paler. More pale. And you can see he's like, out of the corner of your eye, Thaddeus, you can see him kind of like wiggling his fingers. But they're obviously too tied to really do anything.
Are you here with the cult willingly?
He kind of looks up. I mean, to start, yes?
To start, what happened then?
Well, then we kidnapped those townsfolk, put them to work. And I didn't
Why
really...
didn't you leave?
Because Arisi would have killed me. And he kind of bobbles and kind of sobs a little bit.
Well, she abandoned you, so...
Speaking of, did she pass through here?
No?
Oh, do you know anything about that water wall?
Well, I mean, that's... He says, that's how Kelhold used to get in.
Oh, well, he won't be using that anymore.
You don't know that.
Wait, I don't know that. Who's Kalehold?
He says, Ice Mage, shirtless with blue trousers.
Wait, does he stand on the water?
He can do that, yeah.
I've seen him before.
Oh.
If you had the opportunity, would you leave the cult?
He just starts nodding emphatically.
Now, is he nodding because he actually wants to leave, or because he doesn't want us to kill him?
Roll insight. All right. Delia, you can tell it's both.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Are you saying he doesn't get to join his friends being thrown off the cliff?
Please don't do that. I just want to go home.
Where's home?
Mortrath.
Oh, what are you going to do when you get back to Morthrath?
He looks down, he says, well, don't think I can climb the cliffs anymore, but, probably just go back to fishing.
So, do you have family there by chance?
He shakes his head. He says, my wife died of a sickness. And Delia, like, with your read on him, you can tell he's being genuine. Didn't really have much to live for, so when Ashwick came around, it seemed pretty seemed like a good opportunity.
What exactly were you expecting from joining a cult?
Oh, my leg. Well, they didn't say they were a cult.
What did they tell you?
Well, they said religious sect, that it would be something to give myself purpose.
Cult.
He says, I don't know, my leg hurts a lot.
Listen, if you don't stop complaining about that leg, I'm going.
He kind of clams up.
There's nothing worse than a whiner.
I think an arrow through the leg is a little worse.
I kind of like that arrow.
At this point, he's just kind of like looking around when somebody says something, eyes wide.
Say, who's left here?
What?
Where would the bird lady go if she wasn't here?
Bird lady. Do you mean
Woman
Arisi?
with wings? Yes, Arisi.
She'd probably go up to the top of the peaks.
How do you get to the top of the peak?
She has to let you.
Okay, well, how do you get there if you're planning to kill her?
Oh, it's impossible.
And nothing is impossible, child.
How did Ashwick ever get up there?
He tried once. She almost killed him.
Who does she usually bring up there?
Higher ranked members. Her soldiers. She brought that weird chicken thing down from it. He kind of whimpers a little bit and winces.
Honestly, I think he's outlived his usefulness.
He starts shaking his head. No, please, please, please.
He's not really giving us any valuable information.
Zachariah, can you fetch my arrow now? I'd like it back.
He starts squirming like crazy in the chair.
Valuable information? Anything at all?
I told you everything I can that you've asked. There's...
I start reaching towards the arrow.
He says, over a meal, one of the others talked about this device they stole from a workshop in Forstride.
Go on.
Right.
It's... And he kind of like gestures with his head in a north easterly direction. on the other side of the moat. And then through the plaza.
We'll have to go check on that.
I would say that classifies as valuable information. Hey, Beck.
Yes?
You know, it's going to be hard to get out of here with that arrow in your knee.
He just kind
I
of
don't think
quivers as you say that.
I don't think you'll be an adventurer anymore.
He did say he would take up fishing.
No, I know what Justin did.
All right, Beck, you're probably gonna want to bite down on like a piece of leather or something.
He can't move, and he looks around.
Just don't bite your tongue.
I'm
gonna.
like,
is there like a belt or something
you can
nearby?
There's like the sheets of the bed.
I'm gonna take and then cut off a piece of it and like wad it up and put it in his mouth and turn to Zachary and be like, "You can retrieve the arrow now. Just don't kill him, please."
Well, I'm not a doctor. Make no promises. Probably better just to cut his leg off.
He starts to tear up a bit, and like a tear goes down his cheek as he's just kind of whimpering.
I could try. It's going to be very painful for him.
Would you I mean, it is going to be painful, but don't you just push the arrow all the way through, and then we'll like wrap it up?
It's into the bone. I'd have to try and move it so that it's away from the bone, and then push it through.
You're spending way too long on this on this particular that I'm comfortable with.
Have him bleed out on us. No. We're saving him.
So, is Zachary going to pull the thing out?
Well, I can't pull it out. If I pull it out, it's going to do way more damage.
Can I make a medicine check on this fool to help fix this situation?
Sure, make a medicine check to sort of assess what you can do to help.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
You have.
I just grab it.
And he just.
I said I was cleaning up, right?
Well, that's what you don't do.
Not where I thought this session would go.
All right. I yank it. That's a crit fail. I yank it.
He screams into the wad in his mouth, and it is not a good sound.
Well, I guess
you're being a baby.
I mean, you know what? Here, I'll help you out. I'm gonna cauterize the wound.
So are you're gonna cauterize it with the arrow inside? Because it's still there.
Oh, it's still inside?
Oh, I didn't yank that?
Well, I mean, you didn't roll a check or ask to roll a check, so I thought that you're just like, it's just like yoinks on it.
That was the medicine check.
Oh, that was the medicine check. Okay, well, okay, sorry, I didn't parse this, or I didn't explain what that was actually. It was to assess what you knew about what to do.
Oh, I had no interest in assessing. I had interest in checking. So, what do I have to check to yank that thing out? Because I rolled a 1. I think I'm supposed to yank it out.
Okay. Then, yeah, strength. Athletics.
Alright, cool. Athletics, that's even better. That's the wrong one. That's this one.
What's the modifier? Just use the roll.
I don't... Plus 8.
Okay, so it's a 25.
Alright, that thing comes in.
Well, if he didn't have the wad in his mouth, it would be piercingly screech as he just screams into the blanket, and blood just starts pouring out of his leg.
I'm gonna start to wrap up his leg.
Well, you have to get pressure on the wound first to stop the bleeding.
I think I heard you say you wanted to cauterize it.
Yeah. Tadias, do you have any alcohol on you?
Yes, of course. I throw him some of the crappy sacred brandy. Now I only have 5 of those.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna pour some of the brandy on there.
Yep.
To kind of like clean it out a bit,
Good move.
and then I'm gonna produce flame in my hands and. Well, I don't know if that'll cauterize it, will it? I'll try it.
That's good enough. Yeah, no, it works.
Okay.
You produce flame, and you're kind of channeling your elemental fire, and there's heat, and he screams more, and then
Of course.
eventually you have it's sealed up, and a little bit of blood oozes out, but certainly not of the amount it was before.
All right, Beck, you survived.
Tears streaming down his face.
I'm gonna take the wad out of his mouth.
He's
Well,
just
see, that wasn't so bad, was it?
he doesn't say anything. He's just panting and whimpering.
He seems very grateful. Good
It's
job.
better than death, I guess.
Depends on who you talk to.
Now, I wouldn't walk on that for a little bit. You might want to lie down here. If you get out of the bed, we'll come back and kill you. So
He
And next time, don't run.
he just sort of nods, looks to the bed, still tied to the chair.
I will untie his rope. And I will carry him like a patient over,
like a princess.
like a princess.
He says, "Across the hall, there's where they're turning the cogs. That's where the townsfolk they kidnapped are."
Well, we'll come back and collect later. Pat him.
So what does
Just
this
slap him on the wound.
It's not his leg, it's his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying, Lyria?
What does the arrow look like? Can I reuse it again?
I mean, it's just coated with blood,
On the ground.
and
All for you.
it wasn't in there long enough to like soak through.
I'll go back to like the water
Got some
and like
bone splinters in it.
I'm gonna go to the water and rinse it off.
It's never gonna heal properly.
Nope.
No, that guy's got a bum leg.
Well, it's better than my other idea.
What was your other idea?
Well, I didn't roll high enough insight to know if he was telling the truth about not wanting to join the cult. If he had said that he wasn't, like, if I had known that he wasn't sure if he wanted to join or like leave the cult, I would have just branded him with the cult somewhere where everyone could see. Like, put it on his forehead, like what they used, what they do with like Nazis and
Yeah.
movies and stuff.
Damn. All right. So Illyria walks back to the water portal, rinses off her arrow, comes back. It's still got a few pieces of bone in it. That like.
All right.
Will it add damage next time I use it?
No.
Dang.
Emotional death.
I was considering like 1 poison damage for the body parts that are gonna rot on it, but you rinsed it off, so.
Chance on hit, blood infection.
Jesus. Sneeze in your hand, it deals +1 poison damage in a fight.
And
Wow.
then sneeze in my hand and sucker punch to dice.
Want to get in this fist fight?
That's something I like to see, like them sparring with fisticuffs.
You want to catch these hands?
Alright, so... Fuck. He's just kind of quivering, whimpering in bed, and he's just kind of like trying to relax. And what do you do now, Excavators?
Well, I want to follow his directions and go to where they're keeping the people.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, door at the end. You open it.
And what did he say again? He said across the hallway and where?
He said across the hallway and across the hallway. That's all you heard. He kind of pointed, like he pointed in that direction.
Get past the door. I'm going into it if you. I think we've already been in this room.
You
I go in.
Probably haven't.
I kicked the door in.
All right, you kick the door in and it kind of slaps your foot because of how they turn. Give me a second.
If I'm remembering this correctly, we're about to get to the hallway of like hanged up people.
Upside down, drowning dead people in chains. Wait, drowning dead. Hanging dead.
Let's see here. Okay. Let me get into editing that up a bit. That. No. Not selecting. Alright. Two massive stone pillars thread holes in the floor and ceiling of this vast chamber. Stone crossbeams pierce the pillars to form spokes, creating giant wheels. Two robed figures whip 5 sorry-looking humans into pushing against the crossbeams of the westernmost wheel with all their might. As the wheels turn slowly counterclockwise, you hear the grinding of enormous gears deep below the stone floor. The priests turn to you, and one of them kind of like gives a look. Who are you? Wait. And then, what happens?
Hello. I'd just like to start this conversation by saying Beck is safe, and you could be too. Let these people go.
Beck? You mean the night guy?
Yeah.
He kind of looks you up and down. He says, wait a minute, you're the folks that Ashwick talked about.
Well, he's dead, so you don't have to worry about him.
What?
Yeah, he's dead.
And he, like, walks over here. And this guy's kind of, like, walking here. And he kind of, like, they share a look. They say, nah, we don't believe you. Well, fuck.
You don't believe us?
Fuck Beck and fuck you. Roll initiative.
Fuck.
You
Poor
guys
Beck.
need to watch your language.
I like that. It's weird. It doesn't work sometimes, but it's there.
I'm gonna kill Beck's friends. Just to make him feel better.
If you were gonna take the lead on that, I was gonna do some Moses lines. The god of these villages has approached. He demands you let them go.
The Howling Hatred has said, no more slave!
Oh, I need to roll for hum. Alright. Okay, so before we go into initiative, how many people enter the room? Because I don't like having combats where it's like this weird door situation.
Oh, I'm going in.
Alright, go ahead
Me too.
and place yourself within 15 feet of the door. Boop. In a place that makes sense. Alright.
Hang on, I can't find my cat.
It's on the door over here.
Oh,
go.
there.
Can't find my cat. Alright. Whoa, sorry. Delia, you act first.
Which one is the one that said fuck back?
This guy. Wait. This guy.
Okay.
Beck is a
I
hero!
He's not a very nice guy. So I'm gonna send some magic missiles at him.
Alright. Bam! Doo-doo-doo. Ah! As he just, like, staggers back a little bit.
And that's it.
Alright. He goes next, and, well, he's just gonna try to keep you locked down. He looks at the humans pushing the thing, and he looks back, and he brings his hands up. I'm getting a lot more use out of this spell than I thought. He is going to also cast Gust of Wind. And let's see, what's his DC? Okay. Yeah. I need everyone to roll. Oh wait, I don't think you even have to at this point. Blah blah blah. Starts his turn. Okay. So this will be relevant to everybody in the template I'm about to put down. Yeah. Back. Alright. On your turn, you got to roll a strength save. And that's his turn. Hum. What's Hum gonna do? What is Hum gonna do? I think she'll just point at him and do another vicious mockery. Beck is more of a man than you'll ever be. And he needs to roll a whiz save. Does not save. Take some damage. Alright. Zachriel. You are pushed back 15 feet, and you land, or you don't land, but like you kind of bump into Valora a little bit. I think you're muted, sir.
Am I prone or just pushed back?
You just push back.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move towards him.
Alright, it's rough terrain to move toward him in that direction.
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna dash out of here.
Alright.
And then I'll use my bonus action to shove him into this fucking...
You can't use your bonus action because you didn't attack. Or declare an attack.
Oh, you're right. Well, then I will action charge.
Alright!
And I'll knock him prone.
Yeah. Let's see if he's as squirrely as the other guy.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. He's proned and roll your ouchie damage.
How dare you insult Beck? Oh, fuck's sakes. That's a miss, right?
That is a miss. Oh wait, no, you... Oh yeah. That one hits. Don't forget the d4 of that other damage.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright. A Constitution save. 2 of them. So... Con? Alright. The whirlwind goes away. And that's... Anything else?
No, that's it.
Nice.
Alright. This guy. Here. Stab him up.
That's a hit. For 11. Oh, and 2, so 13.
Do it again. Sink.
Hit.
He looks nice and tender in the guts, so I'm going to exploit that.
Alright. And that's another hit. With your awesome... I forget what it's called, feature currently.
I kind of, if I attack the same enemy twice, I see some sort of weakness in their defense. And
No, I know that. I just forgot the name.
Oh, it's a... What's it called?
Seize the...
Tactical exploit?
Exploit. Whatever. Yeah, good enough.
Yeah. So I just kind of cut him up twice, see his belly soft, and I kind of poke right at it.
Oh! And he looks at you. And he looks down at his bleeding self. He looks at his ally who's on the ground. And he makes a decision. And he puts his hand on your chest as lightning crackles around his fingertips. And Tadias and Hum need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Ooch.
Oh, why didn't it roll your damage? That's annoying. Output. Attack.
Oh, that's sad.
What? Whoa, what in the world? Okay. Well, you both fail. For some reason, the macro is not working, so here you go. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong combination of dice. Ignore that.
80.
32 lightning damage.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna absorb them elements.
All right.
So that means 16.
Oh, I can do that too.
You can. Are you gonna?
Yes.
All right. You notice lightning is crackling within Hope's End, the crystal, as it takes a brunt of the damage. And that's his turn. Illyria.
I'm going to send Valora to pounce that guy.
He's already on the ground. So, yes, you can. You can. Go ahead and roll that attack. Ooh, hits. You want to roll the damage, or do you want me to roll the damage? There you go.
Alright.
8 slashing. And, you know what? I think what we'll do is, if they're already prone, we'll just roll the strength save anyway, and maybe we'll just say if they fail, then Valora just gets them in a good position to maul them further. Strength save. Yeah, no. Yeah. Alright, so, Zachariel, you watch as Valora, after having been bumped into you, or having you bump into her, she just dashes, jumps on this guy, digs her claws in, and bites out his neck, tearing it, blood everywhere. Anything else, Illyria?
Now I can make one hit, can't I?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna get over here and tell Dias to watch out and hit him.
Alright. So... yeah. Okay, so you're using Sharpshooter. He has half cover. But that still hits. His AC is usually 15, but with the half cover it would have been 17. But you rolled an 18. Go ahead and roll your damage. Alright, bang. Right through the neck. Zachariel, or not Zachariel, Tadias. What does Tadias do when she says duck?
I duck as fast as I can.
I'm gonna yell, is there anyone else?
The stone grinds to a stop. I'm going to move back to the thing. You just hear groans from the humans, the human folk, their clothes in tatters. One of them collapses to the ground. And they look up and they say, "Thank you. Who are you?"
Your saviors for today.
One dude walks over here. No kidding.
Was there just these two?
Well, there was another who made their way out a few moments ago.
Which way did they go?
We don't know. They went out the door.
Is this the only door here?
Yep.
Did they call this one Beck?
No, it had a different name.
So,
It was like Ronnie or something.
well, best way to get out of it
Say again?
I was telling the team what's the best way to get them out.
So, looking at these guys, they look emaciated. And all of their movements are extremely slow. And one just kind of passes out / falls asleep right there.
I think they need a little bit of a break and then some food.
Water, one says.
I'll hand over my water skin.
They drink heartily. Thank you. They start to form up. Pass around the water skin.
How long have you guys been here?
Can't check my notes. So I don't. Should have had that in with the temple notes, but of course I didn't. See here. Afon? No. Where did all that notes go? He says it's been. He says I kind of lost track, but it feels like it's been at least 5 days, maybe more.
Where are you guys from?
All simultaneously, they say, Afon. We came into the mountains to search for... just have the name in front of me, too. We came into the mountains to search for Veriran, and kind of looks down. He says, one of us sought after this field that had this strange wind phenomenon, and on our way there we were ambushed, and they took us here.
What are your names?
So there's 5 of them. There's 4 men and a woman. My name's Tilner, one says. And then the woman says, I'm Brooke. And then second man says, I'm Nick Pull. I'm gonna give you guys all of this after we introduce them. I'm Medaren. And then the last one says, I'm Anfar.
Well, we need to get you out of here, but we're not sure it's completely safe to leave yet.
Is there a safer place for us to hide?
Yeah, you could hide with Windfarrow, I guess.
The music man?
Yeah.
Is he on your side?
I think so. He didn't. He said he wanted to leave. Didn't want to be a part of the cult. Held here against his will.
Sounds as good a place as any, says Brooke. Will you take us there?
Sure.
They all kind of like slowly get to their feet.
All right, let's lead them over there.
Right, what's your marching order sort of like?
Wait, do these guys have had weapons on them at all?
Good question. They had...
I was gonna suggest maybe one of these guys can pick it up, and in case we run
They-
into any.
They each have a scimitar on them and a dagger. They have 2 scimitars and 2 daggers.
Ooh, one for each of them.
There's 5 of them.
I'll ask who can fight if need be and who can't.
They all kind of look to each other. None of us have really trained with any fighting.
By chance, protect yourselves then.
We'll do what we can. Zachariel, hang on. Are you walking... Because they're still in this room. Are you just...
Yeah, I'm just walking out to make sure. No.
Okay. So, when you get to here, or when you, like, walk out, roll me a perception check.
7.
Alright. Then you proceed on. Alright. I'm gonna wait for, Miles to get back.
I'm back.
All right. So, Tucker leaves the room as he seems to be clearing the way forward. What is the rest of you doing? This group of rescuees are sort of following behind. One of them kind of kicks at the cultist's corpse, and yeah.
Look in this. There's nothing else.
It's
There
an
isn't.
empty room there.
Are we taking this group to whatever his name was? The singing instructor guy?
He seemed like the best. I'm gonna turn to them real quickly, and I'm gonna ask them exactly what do the rotaries do?
Don't know. They just had us turn the wheels.
We might have to ask our friend about that as well.
When they stopped turning it, was there any kind of sound?
Yeah, you hear the mechanisms underneath kind of stop moving.
Was there like a Zelda?
No.
So it's coming from underneath, not like above.
It sounds like it's coming from underneath.
Perhaps we can ask Windharu about it.
Dadias, roll a perception check.
I will do so.
Oh, wouldn't Beck know? He's just over in the other room.
Do you want to bother him? Alright, Dadias, out of the corner of your eye.
What do you mean, bother him? We saved his life.
Yeah, but he's hurting real bad. Out of the corner of your eye, Dadias, you see something here.
Who is there?
Well, your token doesn't move that quickly, but or rather,
Yeah,
your
it's
person doesn't move
half
that
a second.
quickly. Yeah, you see somebody starting to run as you get there, and you hold on. Let me just set this up correctly. You see some folks over here. And you see this guy is running, and that marker is in the token layer when it shouldn't be.
That's a giant A3.
Starting to run back. What do you do?
Oh, I'm down. This way! I yelled.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
This will be our last encounter of the night.
Sounds about right.
Rolling hot ass tonight.
Hot. The hottest. The hottest of ass. Hang on.
Yeah, I've been rolling crap initiative.
Not at a disadvantage. And finally, me. Really wish I could just hop back and forth, but I can't. Alright. So this guy keeps running. And he shouts, "Now!" And, the priest here takes his reaction to, cast that spell that we're all growing to love. It doesn't go through the wall, so it's just gonna be that much. Actually, in that case, let me grab a 50-footer. Oh wait, no, that would be 50-footer. Back. Alright. Yeah. Tobias, it's your turn.
Hooky day. I'm assuming that's a bunch of wind in my face.
Oh yeah. Suddenly the wind kicks up.
I'm gonna bonus action dash. I'm gonna start running through the other doors. Go.
Alright.
3. Oh, there's a dude here. I'm gonna wave to him real quick. Say, hey, and just right past him. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and I will action dash.
You know what's funny is that you probably could have made it to him with just going through the wind.
Yeah, it's gonna be sneaky.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright. Hum is going to make her way out. I didn't roll initiative for her, I'll just keep that one. And she gets to the wind, and that's actually about all she can do. She can't even see anybody properly. Illyria.
Coming out of the room. And so if we step there...
If you step there...
We'd get him.
No, if you step there, you just walking toward this direction. It's half movement.
Up terrain?
Yeah.
Half movement, okay.
But if you stick your head in and out, or your arm in and out, or your body in and out, it's not going to be that much. But it is quite a gust, and you get the impression that it might mess with your arrows.
Oh, I'm gonna stick my, my arm over and whatever, and take a shot.
Alright, wait, hold on, let me make sure I have this right. Oh, it's not wind wall, yeah, okay. That's weird, I feel like it should cause disadvantage to ranged attacks going toward it. I'll just say it halves their damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Go and roll. Who are you attacking again?
That guy first.
Alright. Twank. That is a hit. Alright, so it's halved. So you actually don't kill him.
Oof.
Who was the one that actually casted it?
You don't know. You didn't see him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go after that one again.
Alright. That's a hit. Definitely a kill. As he goes down. Alright.
That's out.
This one is going to be propelled by the wind toward you. And he just cries out, "Ah!" And he's going to roll with advantage here. .23 to hit for 4 piercing. And that's his turn as he kind of like gets to the wall and kind of like stops himself, turns to face you. Delia.
So if he went... No, he's not out of my... Never mind.
I guess I'm gonna send a firebolt at him.
Alright. You're gonna be dealing with... you miss.
Okay.
Because of half cover. Zachriel.
I'm going to move back into the room and keep an eye.
Okay.
I'm just going to dash up here to defend them.
Alright. This dude's body tumbles over and just kind of like is all doll ragged up against the wall. Let's see, what can he do? Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Oh. I see. Okay. Yeah. So, some things happen. And that's it. This guy is gonna try to clothesline following suit against Illyria. And, he's gonna also roll with advantage. 20 to hit for 4 piercing. Tobias.
Alright, running. Bonus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push open this door.
Well,
we're making it.
well, hang on a second. Dynamic lighting. You push open the door. It's a closet.
Action to dash. I'll use my object interaction.
Alright. Well, yeah, you already did use your object interaction, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, that's it.
I'll get him next
I
round.
fucking love that. Alright, it's Hum's turn. She points to one of the dudes, and she's gonna go ahead and give him a mock of the vicious kind. Wisdom save. Yeah. I don't know what she says, but she says something witty. Illyria, you have this dude all up in your face.
I'm gonna take that bloodfit dagger at him.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I thought I. Okay.
That is a hit. Alright. Oh, you straight up kill this guy.
Then I'm gonna attack the dude beside him.
Alright. That's also a hit. He also goes down as they both claw at their wounds, which you hear like this nasty kind of sizzle. And that's it for them. Anything else?
No.
Alright. Delia.
And the gust of wind is still going.
Still a going.
Well, alright, I guess I'll cast a spell magic on it.
Okay. It poof disappears. Wait, dispel magic takes longer than that. What's the casting time on dispel magic?
1 action.
Oh, is it? Okay. Then yeah, poof. The wind goes away.
Alright, and then I guess I'll just step over these bodies over here.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alright. Alright. Zachriel.
I will order the dudes behind me take a defense.
What's going on?
Under attack.
You hear
Stand behind me.
nervous murmurings, and they do indeed stand behind you. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. So far, nothing happens. He's dead as shit. Zaius.
Push up.
Push up on the door. Aha!
You son of a bitch!
Roll a dex save as he takes his reaction. Alright, you save, and the macro didn't work. He casts a lightning bolt, and you're gonna take half of this. That's a lot of ones. So you take 8 lightning damage. Good job.
Da, da,
Oh, wait, yeah, it's your turn. My bad.
Yeah, I'm shanking him.
Alright. That's
I'm gonna improvise that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this guy's dying. This is not happening.
That's a hit.
Hit.
Plus
Hit.
that cold. There you go.
And I'll add another one for the lightning.
Alright. Wait, what?
Lightning, I did the absorb elements.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And second attack.
Do it up.
Yeah.
Too bad it's a dagger.
That's what I use.
You don't get the lightning twice.
Don't
Wait,
I?
No. It's on your next
Nope.
melee attack.
Oh, it's... No, not my lightning. That's my cold for the resin.
Oh! Derp. You got it.
Yeah.
So that's 13, 16, 17. Okay.
Alright, cool. And then he looks real soft and squishy, so I'm going to try to exploit that soft little tum-tum.
He's soft, squishy, and bleedy. Hit. Alright. Describe what this looks like.
Alright, so I open the door, a lightning bolt shoots past and like grazes my shoulder, and I walk up real angrily. You just hear a bunch of clattering metal. As
Wait,
it
let me
falls
add.
into
Let me
the
add.
hallway.
Let me add to that. It
Go for it.
shoots past your shoulder, and then the lightning travels down your arm and into Rizier.
That works. I move in and I just shank him. You hear just a bunch of scuffled noises, a little muffled scream, and he falls on the ground as I kind of walk slowly into the hallway. I got him.
It seems you went the long way round.
There is a closet in there. Did you know there was a closet? There's a closet.
Is everyone dead?
You don't see anybody else, and Tobias didn't see anybody else. Seems to have quieted down.
Okay. Just wanted to know if I could move.
Yeah, you can move.
Are you guys alive?
Peeks her head in.
Yes.
We're good.
Okay.
I make sure to grab one of the guys' weapons if they have any, and give it to the one.
3 daggers, another scimitar, and another dagger. So everyone's got 1 or 2 weapons on them, of which they are definitely not trained. But, you know, they'll do their best. We'll see.
I just
I
have
don't like how you
to.
said that.
Who knows? So what's next? Tobias, what are you doing?
Can we have like a
Oh.
quick little montage of us kind of giving them pointers, training them up a bit?
Are you doing it here? Where are you doing it?
No.
Because, I mean, that's...
Gonna have a montage.
That's not. I like that idea, but you're not. You're sort of in an interesting position. So I need to know if you guys are doing that now, or are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, where are we going?
I'm just gonna tell them to take the point,
Take the what?
the pointy bit, thrust.
They all kind of like give you strange. They look at you strangely. Well, it's a weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all you need to know.
They all kind of groan a bit, still obviously exhausted. Are we going to be here, or?
No, you're going to be with the bird people and the strange music man. Come.
Alright, so Zachary is starting to lead him out. What's Tobias doing?
So I can like walk.
Come again?
I'm just gonna walk over to the group feeling sulking about running in the closet. We're getting them out.
What's Illyria doing? Starts walking with the people in Zachville.
Yeah, just walking with everyone.
Ilya?
I will go as well.
Alright. You guys cross through here. You see the same hallway of obelisks with the... Did you leave those cultists alive, or did you kill them? I don't remember.
Pretty sure we left them alive.
Alright. They're still kind
I
of...
killed mine.
They're still kind of gasping. You walk past the one that had the scratched out mark of Oral on his chest. Which is something I didn't mention in the recap, but that happened. Yeah, they follow, and eventually you... Oh, sorry, I moved to Dias by accident. They follow, and eventually you make it back into this room.
Hey, it's this room. I'm gonna go over and knock on the door.
Windharrow answers. Is
Mr. Harold?
it safe?
Not yet, but we've got more friends for you.
Oh. Thank you. More friends for you. More friends for you.
More friends for you.
And they all sort of shuffle in when Harold says, "Don't be shy, don't be shy. These are all kind, gentle bird folk." They kind of look at him strangely. As they all...
Don't be shy, don't be shy, don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy, don't be shy.
Can you make sure they get something to eat?
I don't really have anything.
Oh, is there no kitchen around?
I don't really have anything.
And, well, the kitchen is... what was his voice? Oh, like I told you, the kitchen is on the other side of the moat. On the other side of the temple. Ruin City.
Hey, do your bird people like carrion?
He looks around, he says, I'm not entirely sure.
Alright, I'm gonna take out some hyena meat that I've been carrying with me for a very long time.
Oh, God, and it's probably rancid.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? He says, as it just stinks up the room.
Was a hyena.
Everyone,
Nobody's interested.
Everyone kind of shies away from the rancid meat. I thought you were gonna give him a corpse.
Oh no, I'm gonna take it outside and just throw it over the cliff.
How could the rest of a party not smell this?
It's in a pack.
You have a
You go into my pack?
It must have been in an oiled skin. It's the only way I can think of.
Well, I did wrap it and preserve it, so I just don't know how long.
Oh, you preserved it. Okay. I believe you when you say that, because cooking and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, that changes things. Okay, so you took out, like, basically a piece of hyena jerky.
Yeah.
Okay. The Kenku actually look interested. One of them kind of, like, gets his nose, the nose part of his beak up there, sniffs it, looks up and says, "Hey, can I have it?"
Hey, you can have it.
He takes it,
I give it to him.
brings it back to his group, and they start sharing it. Passing it around, taking nibbles off of it.
I look at the starving people like, hey, do you want to try some of this?
And you hear one of their stomachs growl, and they look at the Kenku, who says, Could I have a bite? And then the Kenku says back, Could I have a bite? He passes it to him. And takes a bite, looks at Zachariel. It's not that bad. Passes it around. They all start gnawing on it together in this weird communal refugee situation.
Oh, I miss playing a Kenku.
I miss you playing a Kenku. And with that strange, charming scene, and more temple yet to be explored, we will end today's session. So, yeah.
Bye, Joy.
Good night, Joy. Or
Bye, Joy.
good day, Joy. Or good evening, Joy. Or good morning, Joy. Something like that. So, we'll continue next week with more dungeon crawling. Do-do-do-do.